Not only is the new Fold 7 thinner and sleeker, it also has new tricks up its sleeve when it comes to AI and how it interacts with that big screen. This and more at our first look at the new Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. Good day, you beautiful people. We're looking at the new Z Fold 7 today, launched alongside the Z Flip 7 and the Z Flip 7 FE. I do have videos on the other devices if you want to check that out. I'll put them down in the description box below. As for this video, what's new with the Fold? So the Z Fold 7 slimmed down. It's really thin now. Samsung claims it's almost as thin as the S25 Ultra Folded. Unfolded, they claim that it's almost as thin as a USB-C port. It's also their lightest fold yet, being almost half as thin as the original Fold. And let me tell you, you feel it when you hold this thing. It's very sleek, feels like a normal candy bar phone folded, and unfolded it's so thin, I'm almost scared I might break it. But you won't break it because it's supposedly even stronger. There's a new Armor Flex hinge and materials like Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2, Corning Gorilla Glass Ceramic 2, and Advanced Armor Aluminum make up this phone. All heavy hitters when it comes to durability. Folding and unfolding this phone feels extra satisfying because it's so sleek. So folded, we see the volume rocker and the fingerprint unlock button on this side. Up top is a speaker and SIM tray, and the bottom is another speaker and the USB-C charging port. And you can see that one side of the phone really is almost as thin as the port. That hinge, it's really so thin. And unfolded, of course, we see that big screen. This phone comes in 3 colors. There's no pink, but there's a blue shadow, a jet black, and a silver shadow. There's also an online exclusive mint, and if I'm honest, that is my favorite color out of all the colors of the Fold 7. The Fold 7 is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite made for Galaxy, but really what's most amazing to me is that this thin thing has a 4,400 mAh battery. For context, the thicker Fold 6 also has a 4,400 mAh battery. And that's crazy if you think about it, because how can you make something thinner but then have the same battery capacity? I mean, that's what I'd call a great technological advancement. Starting with the Edge, and as with the Z Flip 7, this Z Fold 7 is bringing us thinness without compromising battery capacity. In terms of camera, now we all know that the Z Fold phones have a lot of cameras. We have a 200 megapixel main camera, a 10 megapixel telephoto camera with a 3x optical zoom, a 12 megapixel wide, and this has autofocus. There's a 10 megapixel cover screen camera and another 10 megapixel camera on the main screen. Samsung also touts that the cameras have better low light performance on this phone, and you can now shoot video on 10-bit HDR, which is great for creators who love shooting with their phones. Now, on the AI side of things, in tandem with that hardware, there's a feature called Photo Assist on the Fold, which means that you can edit your photos side by side. You'll be able to see the before and after at the same time on that big screen. And there's also enhanced generative AI edit capabilities and even suggestions on who and what to erase when it comes to that AI eraser on photos. Samsung also says that audio eraser should be better on this phone. And finally, there's a wider selfie camera on this Fold, all the better for your cover screen selfies. And speaking of AI, in a nutshell, all the AI features is now optimized for that big unfolded screen. So for example, you're playing Genshin Impact and you're like, what is this thing? I have no idea. Circle to search and it pulls it up. No need to get out of that window. Gemini will give you the information right then and there. Basically advanced multimodal AI, meaning AI being able to process things simultaneously. And the big screen on this phone can lead to many different use cases. Coupled with a new feature, Share Screen on Gemini Live, think about the possibilities. Okay, you won't have to think about it. I did the demo for you.
So I've got an email here. As you can see, I've got a couple different chair recommendations, and if I click this link here, we can see an image of the newly renovated room with a new paint job. So same process, I'm going to press and hold and give Gemini permission to see my screen with Gemini Live. We can say something like, which of these 4 chairs best matches the new color of my bedroom?
The black chair is the most similar to the bedroom style, as it has a modern, minimalist look. The other chairs are more rustic or traditional. Do you like the black chair, or are you looking for a different style?
I like the chair, but I'm not a fan of the color. Could you recommend some additional bold colors?
A mustard yellow or a deep teal. could work as a bold contrast to the sage green. Do you want to see some examples?
So from there, I'm going to give her a little bit of a pause here. So you can see how she sees both apps and can recommend that based on there. And we can continue on when it comes to how we're utilizing this and go a little bit further. So same exact thing. I'm going to take my Gemini here, pull her on up, and we can see that conversation log and everything. And if we wanted to continue and go a little bit further, let's open up my gallery on this side. We've got that exact same chair we were just looking at. And if I wanted to, for example, drag and drop this guy over here, to let her see that, we can continue to ask even more additional questions. So all the features you're used to from past folds work inside of Gemini just the same.
And so you started out with Gemini seeing what you're seeing on the screen, asking her for suggestions, and then pausing that Gemini live, and then you just now multitasking, dragging and dropping the photo to your chat because you've stopped the live view, and then now she only sees what you drag into the chat.
Exactly, yeah. And what's special about that feature with Gemini is its multimodal capabilities. So even though we interacted with it in different ways, it's still one chat. So I don't have to start a new chat to interact a different way, right? So we used our voice, we shared the screen, and we gave it a picture all within the same interaction.
Honestly, I've never been this excited over the Fold's hardware. It's amazing how thin they were able to make this phone, but even more amazing is how they were able to retain battery capacity on a phone this thin. The thing that excites me most about this phone, however, isn't even the hardware, no matter how great the upgrades are this year, and especially since people have been thirsty for that Fold redesign. The thing that excites me the most here is that multimodal AI, coupled with Gemini and features like share screen, and how it all interacts with the big screen and multiple windows. Again, think of the possibilities. On the 7th iteration of the Fold, this feels closer to how we would ideally be using bigger displays, and all of that in a sleek form factor that fits in your pocket. Of course, it's just our first look at the Samsung Z Fold 7. Let me know what you guys think. Again, I also have videos on the other phones like the Z Flip 7. I'll link it down below. I am awaiting my review unit, so let me know what type of other videos you'd want to see me shoot with this phone. If you want to see a camera vlog test or a social media test, comment down below. That's it for today's video. If you want to see how I use my tech on a daily basis, find me online. That's LAZADA _ on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Till next time.